Leilani Simon is not a mother. She is a monster.
Well, thank you for joining us here on The News at 3. I'm Mike Seelam. The Leilani Simon murder trial has concluded, and jurors are deliberating right now about whether the Chatham County mother is guilty of killing her 20-month-old son Quentin and then throwing his body in a dumpster. Our Shay Schrader joins us live outside the Chatham County Courthouse. And Shay, tell us more about today's closing arguments.
Yes, closing argument started around 10 o'clock this morning with both the prosecution and the defense putting a bow on the arguments they've been making over the last 9 days of this trial, starting with prosecutor Tim Dean, who spent almost an hour and a half displaying the narrative for jurors that he says proves through 40 witnesses and 100 pieces of evidence that Leilani Simon's life was in turmoil at the time of her son Quentin's disappearance, and that her relationship with her boyfriend went so sour that she snapped and killed her son. Now, the prosecution says that Simon was having an affair with her drug dealer at the time that Quentin first went missing, and that on the night of October 4th, 2022, she went to see him for consolation after a fight with Youngkin. When he wasn't there, she went home, got high on cocaine and Percocet, and snapped, killing little Quentin, who she had disdain for due to a poor relationship with her father. She then disposed of his body at the Azalea Mobile Home Plaza dumpsters the next day, reporting it to police as an abduction, which started almost 2 months of Simon lying to police about her story. The defense, however, not disputing the fact that Simon repeatedly lied to police, but at times pointing the finger at Daniel Youngkin, that is Simon's boyfriend, in their closing arguments, and zeroing in on the lack of physical evidence in the case.
That's a lack of evidence. It doesn't cut either way. And here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, about the burden of proof and circumstantial evidence. When there's a tie in the evidence like that, the tie goes to the defendant every single time.
If you get wrapped around the axle on that, you go back there and you say, well, gosh, how can we ever know? You are getting played in the worst way. You are getting absolutely played. If you do that, you're bringing her plan to completion. You are telling her, hey, great job. You did a good enough job with the cover-up that you get to skate.
Closing arguments in the case have concluded, but right now Judge Tammy Stokes is charging the jurors, which means she's about to send them off to deliberations. Right now explaining what their role is under Georgia law, what they are and are not allowed to consider as evidence, and exactly what charges they have to decide that Simon is either guilty or not guilty of. Now, WTOC is going to be on verdict watch. We will carry that verdict live, so don't go anywhere. We're going to have the very latest updates for you on air and online. Live outside the Chatham County Courthouse, Shay Schrader, WTOC News.
Of course, we'll have live team coverage as we await the verdict. We'll also have it posted of the testimony from throughout the trial on our website, WTOC.com. Just look for this story on our homepage or the Quentin Simon case page.